buys a little time with his feet. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good... interception.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go back to the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Clemson 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down, extending the play. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The aerial assault continues. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Complete downfield. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. And is slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 14, Clemson 0.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the play fake. Dances away from the heat. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage. Really nice speed by this defense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Maffa. No, he got loose. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're going to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Game 7. That's a 1st down for the offense.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Clemson! And the defense doing work. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. Runs through a tackle. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3,
the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 14.
Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
This offense has a second down play. Coming after him. Steps away to find some room. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I mean, great job in pursuit by this defense, but what's the quarterback thinking here? I mean, this is not sandlot football. You can't just keep backpedaling and backpedaling and backpedaling and all of a sudden just throw a Hail Mary. You got to get rid of the football at some point, right?
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dances away to buy time. Here's a throw downfield late.
Well, this offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll try to do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Scrambling away.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the field goal unit is on the field. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,